Good afternoon, everyone. When I call out your name, please walk up to the podium. I hereby call August 7, 2025, Court Compliance Special Master hearing to order. Roll call, Special Master Karen Jenkins. Here. City Attorney Jose Arango.
Here.
Co-Director Jose Perez.
Present.
Special Master, please approve the minutes of the hearing that took place on July the 3rd, 2025.
Approved.
Everyone, can we kindly request that that is in attendance, place your cell phones on silence? Anyone giving testimony today, please stand to be sworn in by Homestead Police Officer Gasca.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in these proceedings will be truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? If so, say I do. This will be for the translators. Do you solemnly swear? This will be for the translators. Raise your right hand. If you have a party that you're going to translate for. Oh, okay. Thank you. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? If so, say I do.
Translators, are you on?
You let me know ahead. Okay.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. For the record, the following amendments have been made to the hearing agenda. Item number 3, case number CE 2506-0251 from civil citations has been complied. Item number 7, case number CE 2505-0085 from news business has been tabled. Item 21, case number CE 2505-0341 from new business has been complied. Item 24, case number CE 2506-0053 from new business has been complied. Item 26, case number CE 2506-0104 from new business has been tabled. Item 26, case number CE 2506-0104 from new business has been tabled. Item number 30, case number CE 2506-0235 from new business has been tabled. Item 31, case number CE 2506-0238 from new business has been tabled. Moving to lien reductions, case number CE 24040044, case number CE 24040043, case number CE 24040042, case number CE 24040041, case number CE 24040039, CE 24040038, CE 24040037, CE 24040036, Touchdown Food, 33 Southwest 8th Street.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please state your full name.
My
And
name
address?
is Michael H. Wolf. I'm an attorney. My address is 805 Southeast 3rd Avenue, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I have another.
Mohammed Suleiman.
I'm sorry, can we go to the microphone?
Mohammed Suleiman.
Okay, you have testimony to share?
Well, I don't know if it's testimony necessarily. What we're here on, as I understand, is fine mitigation from a case that occurred back in May 30th of 2024, which resulted in, I believe it was 6 orders, each one carrying their own particular fine. 3 of them were $1,000 fines, and 3 of them were $2,500 fines. And we have a couple reasons we're seeking fee mitigation on this. The orders that resulted from that hearing have been appealed to the circuit court. I reached out to counsel for the city to discuss possibly resolving it by being able to mitigate the fines. And what our position is, if you notice, all of the violations were for the same thing, which was allegedly operating a business without the appropriate business license. This is a convenience store business, and they had 8 allegedly illegal amusement or slot machines, whatever you want to say, on the premises. And each one of the violations was for operating that business without a license. Our position at the hearing was that those are a natural part of a convenience store business and should be treated as such. But the finding was obviously was against us. What was especially troubling, though, was the fact that for what they did was they took each machine and made it a separate violation and then imposed the maximum fine for each of those separate violations. But it was only essentially, yes, there were 8 machines, but to treat each one of those as a repeat offense when the citation violations were for exactly the same thing, resulted in fines of, I believe it was $10,500 for essentially was one violation. And it wasn't a repeat violation, I think, as you would normally treat or define a repeat violation, because there had never been prior to this particular alleged violation, any violation that the business had been charged with and fines were paid and what have you. So it wasn't a repeat violation in that sense. It was just that each singular machine was considered to be a repeat violation. And because there was no history since my clients actually bought the store in 2018, there had been some violations issued for possibly possessing alleged illegal gambling devices, but those citations never went anywhere. There was never a finding of guilt on those. There was never any fine needed to be paid on those. And so, just as a technical matter, this was a first violation. And then,
My question is here, though. This has been going back since April of '24. So what has happened in the year?
right, the violations were issued in April of 24. We came to the special magistrate hearing. We contested the violations. The special magistrate issued 8 orders, I believe it was, 2 of which tabled two of the citations, and the findings were that responsibility for those violations and these particular fines imposed. Now, the reason that we're here a year and a half later, which I think is your question, is because we filed an appeal of those orders to the circuit court. So, and that case is still pending. But in order to head off the tremendous expense of going all the way through that, I reached out to the city attorney's office to see if we could discuss and negotiate the fine, because it seemed very excessive under the circumstances, and I was advised to put it on your calendar for what was said was a fine mitigation hearing, I suppose.
And your negotiation is, your number's what? What are you asking for?
We're asking for a reduction of the fines that were assessed. We're not seeking to relitigate the responsibility, obviously.
All right, give me a few minutes. Let me look at from the previous, and let me see. And these machines are no longer in this business, correct?
Correct.
When were they removed?
They were removed before May 30th of 2024. They'd already been removed before we came before the magistrate.
How long were these machines in the business?
They had been there, how long? A couple months. He knows, he's the manager of the store.
Couple months. They didn't last long.
Okay, so what I see the current amount owed is 17,000. That is correct, right?
I think that probably is because of interest that's accrued since the orders were entered. I mean, I think the total of the orders at the time was 11,500.
Okay, well, as of right now, it is 17,000, and that is for some of the hard costs, the 1,000, all that, he has the 8 outstanding. So right now, what I can do to help you guys is do, the maximus is 50%. So that 50% will bring down the balance from 17,000 to 8,500. That is the best that I can do for you.
Okay, and, all right, so if it's you said 17,500?
That is correct.
Is the amount?
Well, the total is actually 18,120. That's including all of the hard costs that we have, like, coming here, staff and all that. So the balance is 18,120. And then that's, if you take away that, it's 17,000. But they've included all the hard costs, which is the officer time, the administration fees, and all of that comes, which is pretty much $140 per each citation you have here. So it's 18,120. So I can go ahead and do the 50% and make that to 8,500, and that's fair.
We can negotiate more.
No, that is the best that I can do for you.
All right. Oh, you mean the license? Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, I mean, they need to get this resolved, obviously.
Exactly.
but
It's
in
been going
order-
on for some
In
time,
order to
so-
be able to renew their license.
Correct,
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you won't have any more citations here, and you won't
So
know.
for clarification, our department doesn't dictate licensing. If what's withholding your license right now is this outstanding case, then yes, you would need to defer then to the development services under business licensing, and they could proceed with issuing your license, yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, so let me just go ahead and finalize this so that we
Okay.
have this, all right? So I do find a violation of City of Homestead, and for all these 8 cases here, I'm going to read them all out. It's for CE 240-40048, CE 240-40043, CE 240-40042, CE 240-40041, CE 240-40039, CE 240-40038, CE 404-0037, and the last one, CE 240-40036. Me as a special magistrate have gone ahead and reduced 50% of the costs, leaving it 8,500. Okay?
All right.
All
very
right.
good.
Thank you.
Can I just ask counsel, good to meet you, I think we've communicated. If I'm
I
not-
believe so.
Yeah. As far as the appeal is concerned, you want to discuss what we should do with that? Are you going to require us to dismiss the appeal, or how do you want to handle that?
Let's discuss that with the appellate attorney, Laura. But I believe that would be part of the settlement with the reduced fine and all that. So we can coordinate a phone call and go over the.
Let's do that.
That sounds good.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thanks. Okay. Thank you very much.
The second item for reduction, item number 2, Jacqueline Alvarez, case number CE 19090101 has been complied. Special Master, if I may take the cases out of order from the agenda for those who are present today.
Approved.
Next case, item number 5, under new business, case number CE 2505-0080, Code Officer Chapelli, Abel Chavez, and Lucinda K. Chavez.
The property was cited on May 5th, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 5th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 8th and July 20th, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7th, July 9th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 24010171 for the 40 years is in applied status as of January 5th, 2024.
Is that person here?
He was here.
This is for the 40-year recertification.
And it's in the process.
It's in the process with the permit. It's still in applied status as of January 5th, 2024.
Okay. Okay. We're going to wait and see if he returns.
Special Master.
We'll move on to another case, and then we'll come back to give him some time.
I checked on an email that he sent me, and by the permitting department, they approved the permit, so it's complied.
Perfect, thank you.
Next case, item number 6, under civil citations. Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0357, YAC Investments, Inc.
Citation was issued to Jack Investments, Inc. Property address is 1080 Southwest 4th Street, Homestead, Florida, 33030. Citation was issued on June 23rd, 2025 for code sections violations 23.5-6, improper bulk trash disposal, location of violation 537 Southwest 4th Street. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on June 23rd, June 24th, June 25th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Want to please state your full name?
Yes, my name is Asad Shahade. I'm the owner of this property.
What is the address?
I think it's 547 Southwest 7th Avenue.
No, that's not the address regarding this citation. It's this one, right? Okay. What did you say it was?
I think 547?
No,
No?
it's 537.
537, okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mr. Balmer, he sent us a notice prior to this to trim the land and to clear it. And that's what we're doing. This had nothing to do with the city. We were not expecting the city to pick this up. We contacted a trash company. They told us whenever we finish buying it up for them, they're going to send a crew and clean it up. And that's what we did. They send after we finish cleaning the property, we called the trash removal company, and they sent 2 trucks and a crew of 5 men, and we removed all that. We know the city was not going to remove it; it was so much. But this, like I said, this is a response to a citation from Mr. Palmer to do that.
Okay, so, Mr. Chappelli, did you take, these pictures here is when when all of this trash was there, correct?
So you had a previous case to cut the lot.
Right.
I don't think
Not-
that was
not the
missed.
lot, not the lot. No, yes, what's that?
Okay. So you had a previous case to cut the lot because it was very overgrown, but then your crew, the one that cut the lot,
Right.
or whoever it was, they decided to dump it by the swell.
No, well, there was a crew to cut it, and there was a company to come and pick it up. It's two different people.
Okay,
They
so,
asked us to put it by the thing, by the street, so they can send the trucks to pick it up.
so this citation is because it was dumped improperly, and that's why they got the citation. So I don't know if they have another case with Mr. Palmer, but my citation is because they dump excessively all the trash right there in the front, and the city did not pick it up.
We know that, we know it was too much
Yes.
for the city to pick it up, like I said.
Did you say the city did not pick it up?
No, we
No,
hired,
because it was excessively.
we know that when we did it. I hired a trash removal company to do that, but the trash company wanted, when we finish cleaning the land, to call them so they can schedule the pickup. And we did that with.
Okay, but when you got the citation, why didn't you pay for it?
What citation?
The citation that we're here for today.
Oh, yeah, this is disposable bulk garbage.
I'm sorry? Were you not aware you have a citation?
No. Why would I have a citation if?
Can I
if
see
you
that,
got-
please? This is mine. What you have is a citation, and this is the summons to appear to be heard for today.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, this is a citation. It's rescheduled for today. That's why you're here, because we're discussing the citation that you got for improperly disposing the bulk trash.
I understand, but what I'm saying is, we did not improperly dispose of the bulk trash. That trash was, they was asked by Mr. Palmer to do that. I mean,
Is the
how we gonna
garbage cleaned up now?
Yes, now it's clean.
Yeah, it's been
But the
cleaned,
citation is
it's
because
in the
it's,
same week, everything happened in like 2-3 days.
Okay, but today you are here because of the improper disposing of the trash. Not that it was improperly. So that fine was due on the 24th. You did not pay for it. It is still owed $500
Okay,
for,
but I did not, okay. How do you guys want us to clean it and dispose of it?
you had a truck, but it was excessively, so you mean,
I know, this is not was, we did not put that for the city. We put that for our own disposable company, our own trash company that was gonna come and pick it up. When we finish cleaning it, the other company gonna send their trucks with their crew to remove it. And that's what happened. This had nothing to do with the city. We were not expecting the city to do that. We were complying with Mr. Baltimore.
was this trash on your property? Because it's saying here that it was
Yes.
improperly disposed.
This was this trash was in my property. When we started to clean, trimming the hedges and stuff like that, most of this was there and between the hedges.
Sir, for how many days that pile was sitting there?
Monday, Tuesday, we did that over the weekend for Monday, and I think by Wednesday or Thursday it was gone.
Okay, so if you're doing a work like that, you should have a truck and hold the truck, the pile, and not leave it there until a court officer sees a violation.
Well,
and
the
you
court
get-
officer going to see the violation because this piece
But
of
you said that you had the
I'm-
pile sitting there for 4 days.
No.
If you're saying you started on the weekend,
Yeah, I cleaned it on the weekend.
okay,
And then we called the garbage disposal company, and they scheduled for the pickup. I think a day or two they came after that with 2 trucks and removed everything. You know, the code enforcement gonna see this because this property is in front of their office. So, you know,
When you received this citation, what did you do?
which one?
This one, I mean, if you have other ones, this one right here that we're here for today. When you
This
received
one?
The one, yes, what did you do?
Nothing.
Okay,
There's nothing to
well-
do because If this is regarding this was done already a long time ago. But like I said, this was done by the request from Mr. Palmer to clean the property.
All right, well, we still have hard fees and stuff. I will go ahead and help you and do a reduce of this, but it's not going to be at zero because it's still here. There's still things that, officers, we all have to still be here. So if it's at 500, I can go ahead and do it for 200. And that's it. And this is going to help you to, if you're going to do this again with your properties, you need to have the trucks ordered ahead of time, the amount of days. It's an eyesore for the community.
I understand, but
So,
you cannot.
I'm going to go
order
ahead and
ahead of
rule on
time.
this.
You cannot order ahead of time.
I'm going to rule on this case now. So I do find a violation of City of Homestead for this case number CE 250-60357. I will go ahead and reduce from the 500 to the 200 reduction for this citation. So that's all you have to pay for today.
Yes, there's no problem, but.
And an $80 administration fee. And that's
Yeah,
it.
That's okay.
Okay, you can,
But let me ask you this question. If you come and ask me to paint this wall, right, and I'm painting the wall, and then you come and give me a ticket for having wet paint on the wall,
I don't understand. The analogy does
That's
not
okay.
match
Okay,
anything.
okay, no problem, no problem. You want me to mop the floor without getting the floor wet? And if the floor is wet, I get a ticket for that. How are you gonna clean it without burning the trash and remove it?
You can have the trash sitting there
You can't
for
have the
days,
trash
sir.
on stand
You need
by.
to have a truck and remove the pile and not leave it there.
There is no such thing. There is garbage to be removed, they send a crew, and nobody gonna send a truck and let it sit there waiting for whatever you need to do to finish doing. Nobody gonna do that.
Next case, item 14. Under new business, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2505-0192, Giovanni Juarez, Adriana Juarez.
This property was cited May 17, 2025 for code section violation 6-36. This is going to be for non-permitted work, which is to extend the driveway. A notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted May 17, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore, the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs May 16, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file, permit number 25060482. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello, please state your full name and address.
Giovanni Juarez, 4249 Northeast, 16th Street, Homestead, Florida.
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Well, yes, the violation was for a pavement installation for 709 feet. And I was in contact with Jose Maroya to see what was the option that I had, either to remove it or if I could get a permit, I will go ahead and pay for the permit. I don't have any issues with that. So I'm here, like I said.
Yeah, I think
whatever-
there's a permit on file, correct?
Mhm, correct.
Mr. Mo-
Yes, I have submitted everything.
That is correct. He's already applied for the permit.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so thank you for taking the right steps, doing what you need to do. Okay, so we just need more time?
No, no,
Yeah.
I mean, I'm ready.
When was it, the permit put in?
It was 2 weeks after the violation was given to him. So, but it is taking a little bit with the back and forth to fix some issues he's having with the pictures that he submitted to Development Services.
Oh, okay. Give him 30 days. Okay. Perfect. All right, so I'll go ahead and rule in this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50192. I'm going to go ahead and just give you some more time, 30 days to come into compliance. That should cover the time for the permit.
Okay, and when you say
And
to
today
come-
was just, huh?
When you say come into compliance, what do I have to do?
Hopefully that permit will be cleared by then. Right now,
So
it's
I
in
need
the
to-
process.
so I need to wait.
So you'll stay in communication with your
Okay.
code enforcer.
Okay.
And today would just be an $80 administration fee, that's
Okay.
it. Okay?
Just one note, John, I will be out of the country, just if anything, for 15 days in September.
I mean, there's nothing I can do, I mean, I'm giving you that's the time. If you need more time, you talk to him or you come back. Leave somebody in
No,
responsibility
no,
of
like I
your
said, I'm
property.
willing to comply with whatever permits I need to take. So,
Okay,
like I said, I'm
well,
not here
you'll
to
stay in
argue any permits or
communication.
anything. I'm here to comply, or if I need to remove it, I'll remove it, so.
All right, that's it.
All right, thank you.
Next case, under new business, item number 2, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2504-0350, Mike Sherrod.
This property was cited April 25th, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, which is extended driveway. A notice of violation was mailed certified mail April 25th. Summons to appear was also mailed June 25th. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. Took the photographs April 24, 2025. There's a permit on file 25060229. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Michael Sherrod, 4146 Northeast 20th Street.
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, I applied for the permit and I made all the corrections that were necessary. I have a permit number. Just went by permits. It's in review for final approval. All the corrections already been made to the driveway, and I'm just waiting on final approval. I need it.
Thank you. Thank you for taking your time to get everything in correction. Okay, so we just need more time, right? The permits are in and almost done. Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40350. I'll go ahead and give you another 30 days to come into compliance. And today is just be an $80 administration fee. That's it. Okay? All right. Thank you.
After you're done with your hearing, just please hold on here in the audience until we give you your paperwork with the outcome. Next case, item number 25, under new business, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2506-0056, Stacy R.C.
The property was cited on June 4th, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, failing to obtain a permit for the shed, and also non-permitted work enclosure in the back of the property. This is in reference to what looks like the screened-in room in the rear. A notice of violation was mailed, certified mail, and posted on June 4th, 2025. compliance is not met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took photographs on 6/4/2025, as well as photographs that were provided via email on June 3rd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I've been in contact with the homeowner, Ms. Stacy Arce, and in reference to these violations, she advised that she is in the process of legalizing the enclosure. I did see an application for the shed under number 250-80159 with no new notes added, but she is working with a contractor to legalize the enclosure in the back of the property.
Thank you. Would you like to state your full name and
Yes,
address?
Stacy Arce, and the address 1760 Northwest 12th Avenue in Homestead, Florida 33030.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
I do. So the complaint came in from my ex-husband, and it is on the paperwork. He emailed to the city. He's trying to mislead the city about the situation. He emailed them in retaliation for me filing for divorce. We've had a long marriage. We were married for many years, a very abusive marriage, and I had to file a restraining order on him. He stole keys from my children, and he entered my property. He stuck a gun in my mouth. He tried to drown me. He threatened to kill me on many occasions. And so I had to go and file a restraining order. I put the house up for sale so that I could try to leave the city and get away from him, take my children and get to safety. And so this is a retaliation. So what he did, these pictures that he has, that he provided to the city, are pictures that were taken years ago. His aunt used to own this home, and he, helped her do work to the house. That had nothing to do with me, my marriage, or when we purchased the home. She was going through a divorce. We purchased the home from her. What he's trying to do right now is pretend like this all happened recently. This has nothing to do with the house when we purchased it. And from what I understand, permits were pulled when Marsha, which was the previous owner, owned the home. And this is, like I said, in retaliation for the divorce and for filing a restraining order against him. These are emailed pictures. This is not pictures taken from the city. These are not recent. These are not current. These are not my pictures. These are Marsha's pictures.
Thank you for your honesty. I know you've gone through a lot here.
Oh, and I just want to mention that I did, because I'm trying to sell the house. He went to my home, and I have it on camera. He took pictures of the sign that I have for my realtor. He called my realtor, harassing my realtor, telling her I will never sell the house because he's trying to control me, that I can't leave the city, obviously. I'm never going to sell the house. And he told her that he's going to continue to call and continue to make complaints about the house. So I called and I spoke to Perez, I spoke to
Ms. Flores,
Murillo, and I tried to explain to them the situation. I even called the day after the incident happened to give them an advance notice that this was going to happen. He said it on camera. I'll show you guys the footage, that he is going to make these complaints, and he's going to continue to make the complaints. I've tried everything that I could to try to get ahead of this, to not waste the court's time, to not waste my time. I work full-time. I work in Coral Gables. And this is hard on my children as well, because they're afraid that what's going to happen? Dad's going to kill mom. Mom's going to lose the house. What's going to happen? The problem
well, I
is,
do see it. I mean, it's in the process of,
because
with the
I
permit.
did that. But honestly, out of fear, because I'm like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? I have to sell the house. If there's an open permit, I'll do whatever I have to do. But it doesn't make it right that this is what he did, what's happening, because it's not something that happened during the course of us owning the home.
Right. Well,
I tried to
thank you for
explain
getting
that.
everything and trying to make it all the
And I have proof. I have the restraining order. I have everything in the restraining order of what happened. I don't know what else to do. I feel like he's using the city to harass me and to keep me here.
Well, as
because
long as
I've lost 2 contracts already because nobody wants to deal with this.
Right. Well, it's in the process. As long as you stay on there, making sure. What I can do here is just give you some time. I see Ms. Forrest says it's already in the process, so
But
I'll
I would
just-
beg to the city that they dismiss this, because this really has nothing to do with me. These are misleading photos that he's trying to mislead the city with.
Ms. Flores, you've taken your own pictures, correct?
I took the pictures of posting the property. Those pictures were submitted via email.
Right. But you've taken.
She took pictures of my home now, how it is, how I purchased it. These pictures were emailed from him from years ago that I didn't even own the property.
Right. Okay, well, I mean, this is, we're just going to go ahead and, that's what it looks like now? Oh, okay.
That's what it looks like now. That's my home now.
Okay. All right.
I would beg that this be dismissed, because this is just retaliation. This has nothing to do with me, honestly. He just has those pictures from his aunt. He's trying to mislead the city.
Right, well, it still needs to be on record that, you know, you're in the process of making sure everything is going to stay whatever's needed from the city. So that's here on record. And Ms. Flores, you can see it. So we just need some more time for those permits to come. Right, Ms. Flores? All we need is time. Is just,
I have the processing
yeah,
permits.
that's it.
But I understand, but again, you know, like, this is something that I'm trying to fix that really, I purchased the property like that.
Yeah.
I don't understand, like, and I'm doing what I have to do. I
Right.
just don't understand how this can affect me now. Like I said, I've lost 2 sales of the home because they don't want to deal with this.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get away from an abusive relationship, to leave the area, to be with family, and I'm stuck here. And he's also said he's going to continue to call him. And I say, when does the bleeding stop? How can I control this? And they say, unfortunately, he can have a friend call, he can have his sister call, he can have...
As long as it continues, you stay in communication with Ms. Flores and everything stays in the process like it is now, you know, you should book it. I'm going to give some more time here, and you shouldn't have. It only comes worse is if nothing's being done, but it's in the process. So I appreciate you taking that additional step to make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and rule on this because we have to. That's why we're here. We have a file. We got to make sure everything's on record. So I still have to find this as a violation of the City of Homestead. It's for the case number CE 250-60056. I'm going to go ahead and give 30 days. That should be okay for the permit, right?
I'm sorry, Special Master, is there a possibility we can give her more time for that enclosure in the rear? She is working with a contractor, but with all the paperwork, I believe that will take a little bit more time.
Okay.
But I do have one thing to mention, because I was trying to do an investigation on my own to see what permits were actually pulled from Marcia, the previous owner. And there is a structure that she had pulled before I purchased the home. Now, what is it, involved? I don't know. I don't know what she pulled the permits for. But there is a permit pulled, I believe it was in '96, for additional enclosure. So what I'm thinking is that this was actually permitted. If you guys look into it, you can see that there was a permit pulled for adding additional space into the home.
Okay.
Do you happen to have, I'm sorry, do you happen to have that permit number that you're
I
speaking?
don't have a permit number, no, but if you look, I mean,
Yeah.
it's online, you can see it. It says in 1996 that there was an addition put onto the home. That's before I purchased it. That's when Marcia owned it. So I feel like he's trying to mislead the city by making it look like this was recent. This is not.
Right. So how far along is that process? I mean, more time, like.
I mean, minimum 60, maybe a little bit more. In regards to the enclosure you're stating, it was in 96, you said? Like it happened in 96, the permit?
No, I'm saying that 96 was the date that they had they put an addition on, and it's in the books. That they put
Got
an
it.
addition on.
Okay, so when I checked in the system, I only saw 2 permits, but it goes back to 2006.
That's when we owned the property.
Got it. So I would have to reach out to the permitting department to check in their older system to see if anything is on that file.
Because it looks to me
Okay.
like it was, like they did it legally.
Okay. So we'll
But
just
I
add
don't
more
have
time
any
here.
paperwork. That wasn't even my home at that time.
All right, we'll just add more time here since there's a little bit more research that needs to be going on. So let me go ahead and redo that. So for case number CE 250-60056, I will extend it another 90 days. That should cover all the research and everything, and no administration fee today. Okay?
But I'm still questioning, why am I responsible for having to take care of something that was done?
Well,
from
your
a-
name is on the property, right?
And
Yeah, so.
My name is on the property, but this is the situation. We owned two properties when we divorced. I quitclaim deed him over the farm. He quitclaim deed me the house.
Right.
Obviously, knowing that this was his intention to keep me here is to now put all these violations or,
Right.
claim that there's all of these. And no matter what, that's going to keep me here because now I have to prove that they're not.
Right, well, being it's tagged with your name, this is just a process. But you're on the right track, we're getting more time, so at least with this specific violation that you're here for, at least you have 90 days, you're in the process of getting everything to where it needs to be. So that's what we're here for today. So on that, you have some time. So anything else, keep in contact with Ms. Flores, and that's the best that we can do here.
Okay, so what was the time frame?
90 days. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, item 22 under new business, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2505-0399, Antonio Calvo González Milagros DG.
The property was cited May 30th, 2025 for code section violation 6-206 and 6-207, which is erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit, and 6-36, non-permitted work for an extended driveway. A notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted May 30th, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs May 28, 2025. As of today, there's a permit on file. There is still show on applied status. For the fence, permit number is 2507-0507, and for the extended driveway is 2508-0010. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. What is your full name and address?
No hablo inglés.
You need a translator?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Translator?
Mi nombre
Can
es
you hear me?
González.
Señora González, Ms.
Un
González.
momentito, look, I'm gonna swear you in, translator.
Yes, Your Honor.
Translator, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So please raise your right hand. Okay.
I have.
Do you swear and affirm that the testimony you're about to give in these proceedings, correction, let me read that again. Do you solemnly swear to affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? If so, say I do.
Yes, Your Honor. Joaquin Fermosella, certified court interpreter in all courts in the state of Florida.
Okay, sir. So is it an I do?
Oh, yes. I It's right here. Can you see it, Your Honor?
Can you
It's
hear
my
me,
permit.
sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I can.
Okay, it's gonna be an officer. So I'm just gonna swear you in for the translation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna read it again. Can you please raise your right hand for me? Perfect. Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the translations which you are about to give in these proceedings will be accurate and correct to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? If so, please say I do.
Yes, Your Honor, right.
Thank you, sir.
I do. Joaquin Fermosella, certified court interpreter.
Can you go ahead and have her state her full name and address?
Señora, ¿cuál es su nombre con apellidos y su dirección? Despacito.
Milagro González López, 1057 Northeast 40 Road, 11 33033.
La dirección otra vez, por favor.
1057 Northeast 40 Road, 11 33033.
It's 1057 Northeast 40th Road, Homestead, Florida, 33033, Your Honor. My name is Ms. Gonzalez.
Does she have a testimony she wants to share?
¿Usted acaso tiene algún testimonio que nos quisiera compartir?
¿Puede repetir que no entendí, por favor?
¿Usted tiene algún testimonio, nos quiere decir algo en este tribunal?
Ok. Solamente hace 2 años nos mudamos a esta dirección y pedimos los permisos.
Perdón, repita. Más despacio y repita eso y haga pausas.
Que solamente hace 2 años nos mudamos a esta dirección y pedimos.
Only 2 years ago we moved to that address. Haga pausas.
Pedimos la autorización a la asociación.
We asked for to get a permit from the association. Y
Pensando que con esto era suficiente.
and at this point in time, están haciendo qué?
Solo eso.
¿Lo puedes repetir, por favor?
Que se lo vuelva a repetir.
Sí, repita por favor lo que te acabo de decir.
Que nosotros pensábamos que pidiendo la autorización a la asociación con esto era suficiente.
We thought that by simply getting the permission or the approval by the association, that would be sufficient, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Gracias.
So, the IC permits are already on file, they're in the process, so we just need some more time, right?
Yeah, that's all. She's already in the
Pero los
process.
permisos ya están aquí presentados, así que solamente necesita más tiempo. ¿Sería cierto?
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and rule on this case.
Voy a dictar en este caso un fallo.
I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50399. I'm going to go ahead and do 30 days, an additional, to come into compliance with an $80 administration only today.
En este momento, en el caso CE 250-5399, si dicto que haría una infracción en este caso, le daré 30 días de prórroga para resolver el asunto con los permisos. Hoy día solamente le voy a cobrar una tasa de $80 administrativo. Eso es todo por hoy.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Next case, excuse me, under civil citation, item 11, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 25070114, Lourdes Azua.
Citation was issued to Lourdes Azuda, property address 301 Northeast 11th Street, apartment 209. Citation was issued July 9, 2025 for code section 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Location of violation happened at 1036 Northeast 3rd Ave. I took photographs July 9th and July 10th. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Hi, good afternoon.
Please state your full name and address.
My name is Lourdes Sofia Azua. I reside at 301 Northeast 11th Street, apartment 209, Homestead, Florida, 33030. How are you? I'm sorry that I did this. I have been blessed that I was given an apartment, brand new apartment, in Homestead. I lived in another city. In the city I lived, the big garbage would come the last Monday of the month. And prior to that, the other city I had lived, you had to pay for the garbage to come and pick you up. So when I moved here and I saw the trucks for the first time, that I even drive backwards, and that they had the garbage, that I have a picture that they come by and they throw garbage over there. I thought that was the designated place that you could throw. I did it out of ignorance. I did not know. Nowhere is it written, no garbage, no littering there. So I thought this was the designated place. I've seen neighbors of mine take big garbage there. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I ordered that CVS box for a sister of mine in church for her ankle support, and I threw it there and I went to church. I was so excited to give her ankle support. I did not know. I will never do it again. I live off a disability check, and I don't have the means. I even have my proof of income. I don't have the means to pay that. So could you please have mercy on me? I will never do it again. I learned my lesson. I didn't know.
Right.
I did it out of ignorance. I thought, oh wow, Homestead is really great. You could throw garbage over. You have designated places for garbage. I didn't know.
And thank you for your honesty. Are you clear now of what the rules are for garbage?
Oh, yes, trust me. This will never happen.
Tell me.
I'm very clear. I could never throw garbage there again or anywhere. I would put it inside the garbage bag. It was so tiny anyway. I could have put it inside a bag. I just said, I'll throw it there. Somebody who needs, the box to sell it, because they sell boxes, cardboard. They could take it. I don't know. I didn't know. I called Mr. Johnson. I went to code enforcement right away to tell him I was sorry, hoping that I could get another chance. Please.
Special Master, she did, as soon as she received a violation, the citation, hey, how you doing? She did call and let me know. She did apologize.
Yes, I appreciate you being honest and stating that you did wrong. So I'm going to go ahead and rule on this now. I'm ready, okay? So I still do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70114. I'm going to go ahead and allow this as a one-time where you do not have to pay this, okay? And only because the fact that you were honest about it and you owned up, but this won't be, please do not allow that to happen again. You are aware of what the trash needs to be, correct? Okay. All right, so then that is it for today. No fines, okay?
Thank you. Thank you all.
All right.
Thank you. Bye, Mr. Johnson. Bye. Thank you all.
Next case, under new business, item number 13, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0181 CBD2 Properties, Inc.
The property was cited on May 15, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the hurricane shutters. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 15, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 22nd, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 14, 15, and July 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, have been speaking to the owner, and he has been submitting all the documents to Development Services. They're just taking a little bit of time processing the application and providing him with a permit number.
Okay, thank you. All right, please state your full name and address.
Sure. Jenny Torres, 1700 Northwest 97th Avenue.
Okay, thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. So like the inspector said, we already got documents in the city. We just need a little bit more time just to get the permit approved and move on.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you for your honesty. Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250508181. I'll go ahead and extend it another to 60 days.
Perfect.
And today, just an $80 administration fee. That's it.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 38. Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 25070280, Reed Homestead 50 LLC.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. Hello. Okay. So the property was cited on July 16, 2025 for code section violation 15-166, minimum housing, the toilet plumbing not working properly, and the missing toilet and sink in an occupied dwelling unit. Another violation was mailed, certified mail, and posted on the property on July 17, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, this is something that's the reason I have the complainant here today. It's my belief that the property is still in violation. I took their inspection photograph on July 24, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, so what it started as a flooding complaint caused by the toilet. When I did the inspection on that property, it was missing the toilet and the sink, and based on the complainant, the dwelling was still occupied. I do have the complainant here as well to give her testimony. Per my understanding, there has been some communication saying that some work was done on the property. So as of right now, I just want to make sure that everything was done correctly.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Sure, Rafael Diaz, 350 Sevilla Avenue, Coral Gables, Florida.
And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Sure. So our office received a notice from the tenant that there was a leak in the unit. We sent our handyman that same day. He wasn't able to fix the leak. He removed the toilet and realized, I have pictures of everything, that what he thought was the issue was that the flange was bad. So we replaced the flange, put the toilet back. The leak and the clog kept occurring. The following day, we sent our plumber. Our plumber went, and then he had to use special equipment and removed what looks like an underwear from our plumbing in the unit. Once that was done, we thought the issue was fixed. 2 days later, the tenant again sent a notice saying, hey, the issue is persistent, which was the night of July 18th. July 19th, we sent Roto-Rooter out because then we thought this is a bigger issue than our plumber can handle. Roto-Rooter went, disclogged whatever was there or pertaining or was still there. After that, Roto-Rooter advised that, hey, listen, there's mold in the unit. At that point, we hired a remediation company, which was on or about the 21st of the month. The remediation took like 3 or 4 days. That's why when the officer went, you can see that there's fans and everything in there to remediate the mold that's in the unit. Currently, the unit is fine. The tenant moved out. And that's where we are today. I have copies and invoices of everything if you need them.
Okay, and you provided all that to the code?
No, but I can provide it to him now if he wants.
Okay.
Yes, please.
And you didn't need any, quick question, and you didn't need any permits for reading the walls, I see holes and stuff, for the mediation? And all that work has been completed? And you're providing that to him?
That's the invoice from Roto-Rooter. This is the invoice from the remediation company.
This is their report with,
Mr. Garcia, I also would want you to go back to the property and take new recent pictures
Yes, ma'am.
of all the work being completed.
yes, because as far as I know, he's showing me some documentation of the work done, but I don't see photos of the rest of the bathroom already back in the original condition. I do have the complainant here that I think she has some testimony to say, but I'm not sure if she.
Yeah, that's why he said, I want you to go back to the property and take new pictures showing of the completed work that he has stated today.
Okay.
So if you can go back there as soon as possible.
Okay.
All right, so I'm still gonna rule on this, because that's what we're here for today. So I still do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250700280. I'm gonna give 3 days. He's gonna be there within 3 days.
Yeah.
And then today is just gonna be an administration fee of $80,
Thank
okay?
you.
So Mr. Garcia, please coordinate with him to go to back. Thank you.
I just want to make sure before we move on to the next case, if the complainant wants to give her testimony.
Sure. Where's Oh, that's fine.
Hi, my name is Doreen LeBron. I don't remember the address anymore. 900 Northeast 18th Avenue, apartment 11. So in regards to the statement, I have records of everything as well. So everything started on July 2nd, not July 16th. There was an initial leak. Started from the bathroom, it went all the way to the living room. The handyman came, and he cleaned up the water. He couldn't see where the water was coming from. All he did was clean. To my understanding, if there's water leaking to a point going to the living room, obviously it needs to be assessed, right? So nothing was done besides it being cleaned. July 16th, the Wednesday, that's when the water, I had a doctor appointment for her 2-month appointment. The water woke up, there was water everywhere again. This time, sewage, poop water. So I'd like to clarify on that. And I did contact them. I called, they wouldn't answer. They took a while to answer. I sent a lot of messages. Communication with them has been horrific. Horrific. They have no type of understanding, no type of consideration. I've been enduring the worst experience I've ever had living in any apartments in my life. I've lived in Montreal, I lived in Miami, I lived in Orlando, and I've never experienced anything like that. I have a newborn, I'm postpartum, I have a C-section. So yes, they did send, when I notified them on July 16th, it took them 2 days to actually have an actual plumber, because it was on the Wednesday. The plumber did not come until Friday evening, after 5 p.m., which I have the text messages. Yes, the handyman did come, but the handyman is not a plumber, so obviously he could have never fixed the issue, which he never fixed it the first time. The plumber came, I have a picture of him showing me the underwear as well, so they thought it was fixed. So that was Friday night. Saturday morning, I woke up and I fell because of that water that we thought was fixed. I was gone and my back started hurting. I was gone for the day. My boyfriend spent 4 hours cleaning up water, which I notified them. Again, the landlord or the property manager, whoever he is, whoever I was communicating with, very condescending. Very condescending. Every time I spoke about it, he said, keep your legal jargons. If you want to take it legally, do what you like. And the walls, by that point Saturday, poop water was coming out of the tub. I have pictures of that. I lost all my bathroom appliances. My baby's tub was in there. I had to throw that away. There was poop coming out of the tub. There was poop water coming from the toilet all the way to the living room. At that point, it was reaching the front door. At that point, they did send somebody on Saturday, which I'm going to give the baby to someone, sorry about that. So yes, but at that point Saturday, someone did come, and I did keep record and notated everything that everyone was telling me, because I'm very thorough with things like that. So at that point, I spoke to someone that was supposed to possibly fix the walls or, assess whatever contamination it was. They did let me know the category is category 3 water, which is poop water. They said based on the circumstances, to get this issue fixed based on their policy, they'd have to break down the wall 2 feet starting from 2 feet. So they ended up not doing business with that man. They ended up sending someone else, and that was on Monday. So that was 2 days later, which during all that time, I didn't have access to the bathroom. So if I needed to use the bathroom to pee, to poop, shower, no access to no bathroom for over a week. In regards to that, they did tell me I could use a bathroom next door, which was also clogged because the leaking is not only something that was going on in my apartment, it was other tenants as well. By that time on Monday, when the person came, they told me the same thing. Technically, you're supposed to break the wall down 2 feet, but all they did, he said, I don't know if the property manager is going to be cheap, and only we're going to see what we can do. All they did was replace the wall on the baseboard, and the same baseboards were put back on the wall, which I have pictures of that clearly had mold. They put the same baseboards back. Within all this communication of, like I said, he was very condescending, which in that regards, he's mentioned, you can move if you like, we'll give you your deposit back. I put it upon myself because clearly I fell. You guys don't care, there's mold. I have a newborn baby. There's been poop water. I can't bathe, I can't pee. You're telling me to go use the bathroom next door, which is also clogged. I was able to find another apartment without even getting their deposit back because I have to wait and follow the days that, whatever the case that may be. In regards to that, I moved, and they're saying that the problem is solved. I gave the keys back August 1st. The night before, I went to go mop and give back the apartment clean. I have pictures, the toilet was leaking again. So whatever they're fixing, there's a bigger issue that keeps reoccurring, and it gets solved temporarily, and then it reoccurs again. So I have pictures that the bathroom was leaking again on the 31st, I believe, but the night before August 1st. So overall, that's my statement, my experience. I think the way I was treated, especially knowing that I have a newborn, it was unacceptable. I was living in the most disgusting. I paid for a two-bedroom own bath, $1,700 a month, where I didn't. Oh, I forgot to mention the water leaked to the point it went through the wall and through the kitchen. So there was poop water in the kitchen where I'm supposed to cook, wash my baby's bottles, and all that. So that's that. I also have picture references, documents, the text messages of my interaction with him, if you like as well.
Thank you so much for your testimony. I think all that you have, you can provide to Mr. Garcia. I want to go ahead and change the amount of days from 3 days to 1 day. Okay?
Yes,
So let me go ahead and update that here. So for case number CE 25070-280, from 3 days to 1 day, 1 day to come to compliance, you going there and revisiting and looking at everything.
Okay. What will be the outcome if it's not in compliance?
He would have to come back, you would send another violation.
Would it be like a
We would
one-time fine?
reschedule him for magistrate, and at that point in time, fines will be ratified based on the order of the magistrate.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next case, item number 1 under new business, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2504-0176, Johan Rodriguez.
This property was cited April 16, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, which is for the non-permitted work, which is the terrace. Notice of violation was mailed via certified mail and posted April 16th. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed via certified mail May 30th, 2025. The property is still in violation. I took the photographs April 15, 2025. There's a permit number on file 25070547. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Please, Special Master, accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. You want, please state your full name and address?
Good afternoon. My name is Johan Rodriguez, 924
Northeast 36th Avenue, 33033.
Do you have a testimony you'd like to share?
Well, I didn't know that I bought this house 3 years ago. I didn't know that it was on that statement. So I doing as much as I can in the time that the city is giving to me. I guess I already have the permit numbers, I guess.
Yes, Mr. Mortaya said that it's in file, so thank you for going and doing the permit. All the permits are in, right?
Yes, he has applied for everything.
Thank you.
It's still in progress, so.
Okay, thank you. All right, so we'll go ahead and rule on this. We just need some more time here. So I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40176. I'm going to go ahead and give you an additional 30 days to come into compliance.
30 days. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I talked with...
When was the permits put in?
It was put in July 25th. I know he's been having issues with the back and forth. He had to hire a different contractor, but he's been having issues with the city getting back to him on time, pretty much with the emails and letting him know the issues that the terrace is not being properly like when it comes to the permit, whenever he submitted or his architect submitted the drawings, something happened that didn't accept the application, so they had to resubmit everything again.
Okay, so he needs some more time. Okay.
Definitely.
So let me go ahead and extend it a little bit more then. So for case number CE 250-40176, I'll go ahead and extend it for another 60 days.
Thank you.
Okay, and just today an $80 administration fee.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so much. That's it. Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 20, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 250325, Barbara Y. Miranda Lara and Annabelle Sanchez San.
The property was cited on May 25th, 2025 for code sections violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the terrace. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 25th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified with posting on July 22nd, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 21st and July 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, permit number 25080004 for the terrace is in applied status as of August 1st, 2025.
Thank you. Okay. Please state your full name and address.
Annabelle Sands, 515 Southwest.
Can you
12th
speak
Avenue.
up a little bit closer?
Annabelle Sands. The address is 515 Southwest 12th Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33030.
I didn't hear your name correct.
Annabelle Sands.
Okay, Annabelle. Thank you. All right, do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes. So we already applied for the permit, and it was submitted on the 22nd, and it wasn't received until the 1st, until they put it in the system. So I would need more time for the permit to be reviewed.
Sure. Thank you for applying for that. All right, so we'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50325. I'll go ahead and give you 60 days to come into compliance and just an $80 administration fee today.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 23, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 25050400, Andrea de Los Angeles Alfaro Iliana.
The property was cited May 30th, 2025 for code section violation 6-206 and 6-207, which is erecting and maintaining a fence without a permit, and 6-36 for unpermitted work for the extended driveway. Notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted May 30th, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs May 28, 2025. There is a permit on file for 25070683, which is for the fence and also for the driveway. They already put in all the permits as well. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept this photo submitted as evidence.
Approved. Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Andrea de Los Angeles Alfaro. My mailing address is 1056 Northeast 40th Road, Homestead, Florida 33033.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Just if I can have more time.
Sure. Yes, thank you. Thank you for going through the process of getting the permits. All right, so we're going to head and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50400. I'll go ahead and give you 60 days to come into compliance, okay?
Thank you.
And an $80 administration fee for just today. Thank
Okay,
you.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, Code Officer Morataya, case number CE 2505-0127, Yairelis de las M. Ramirez Ramirez.
Could you please tell me that case number? The number.
CE.
No, what number? Itemized.
Item 11.
Good afternoon.
The property was cited May 8th for code section violation 6-36, which is for the non-permitted work for the terrace. Also for 6-36, which is some permits that he has that are expired with the building department. The notice of violation and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail May 8, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs May 7, 2025. As of today, I didn't see any permits on file. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Yairelis de las Mercedes Ramírez Ramírez, 4180 Norris.
Do you need a translator?
No, I can translate if she needs one. She's just stating her name and address.
Yeah, but we have a translator for that.
Okay.
Listo. Por favor, repita la dirección.
Repite el nombre, la dirección.
Yairelis de las Mercedes Ramírez, 4180 Norris, 21 Street, Homestead, Florida, 33033.
Chiarelis de Los Ángeles Ramírez Ramírez, 4180 Northeast 21st Street, 33023.
Does she have a testimony she wants to share?
¿Usted acaso tiene algún testimonio que nos quisiera compartir?
We have our translator. Go ahead, translator.
No, lo puede decir en español, pero nos quiere hablar sobre algo, sobre el tema, testimonio. ¿Nos quiere hablar sobre el tema?
Sí, pues, ¿él no puede hablar por mí?
Sí. Diga lo que quiera decir.
She can authorize him here on the record if she wishes him to help her out or speak on her behalf. So.
All right, translator, she's going to have her person here. Can you please state your full name?
My name is Raymond Juber with Juber Built. I was hired by Ms. Ramirez to take care of this matter, which I believe the code officer did not see that these previous permits were from the previous homeowner. They bought this house on September 12, 2024. These permits go back to May 2021. They bought the residence, they had it inspected. Not once did anything come up from the city or the sales title company that this property had open permits. So at this time, she has hired me to address the pool and what other violations are in the property. I've already contacted the building department. In her reference to the pool permit, they do not want to renew the existing permit because there's a change of owner, so we're working on plans to submit paperwork for an e-permit for the pool.
Have you provided that to the agent?
We have not because he, like I said, they have not ever been cited. They got a warning to be here today. So step one was to contact the building department, which I did, and see which direction to take this, because normally cases like this will be taken care of with an as-built letter. An engineer goes to the property, tests all the components, and certifies that it was built properly, but skip the permits. But the building official wants us to start from scratch, meaning new paperwork, everything from start. So that's taking some time.
Right, so you're in that process of starting that?
Yeah, they'll need about 90 days because the engineer's gonna take about 30 days. The building permit is also a little bit behind, so 60 days is gonna be kind of tight on everything.
Sure, okay, understandable. All right, so we'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50127. I'll go ahead and give the allotted time of 90 days to come into compliance with just an $80 administration fee today, okay?
What would they, and this is not my money, but what would they be responsible for an administration fee when the gentleman didn't do his work properly and was addressing them as the previous permit holders?
We're all here, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Right, that's
I am too. And they are
right,
too.
right. So there's a still cost. So it's an $80 administration for today and a 90 days of the allotted time.
For clarification, the violation carries with the property, not with the property owner. So while we understand that the property was sold, the property owner inherited these issues, albeit the permits were prior to her purchasing the property. Unfortunately, she's still responsible for them.
I'm well aware of that, but sitting over there and listening to the debates for more than an hour, I've noticed there's a lot of due diligence that them as a team will have to do, and also the city should protect homeowners like herself, because I'm sure you have millions of them. When houses are brought up to sales, maybe code enforcement should go out there and do inspections at that point and not violate new customers that are walking in with a new debt and now they inherit another
I'll
problem.
defer this and say that the title company is typically responsible for checking
They
these.
won't.
And if the title company unfortunately failed to due diligence, then unfortunately that's why there carries a title insurance. And at that point, I would recommend to seek legal advice.
Yeah, they
Thank you.
won't.
Have a good day.
Yeah.
Next case, item 32, under new business, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2506-0333, down Robin Alvarez.
The property was cited on June 20, 2025 for code section violation 30-433, storing commercial vehicles in residential zone. This is in reference to 2 commercial vehicles in the front yard. This is now in compliance. 6-36, non-permitted work. This is in reference to interior renovations without a permit. A notice of violation was mailed certified, mail, and posted on June 20th. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 18, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Please state your full name and address.
Sure. Dawn Alvarez, 510 Northwest 20th Street, Homestead.
Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, ma'am. We were obliged to start this process due to a bursted water pipe and potential mold damage. So obviously the truck was there to remove the material. We are in the process of obtaining a permit. We've had the engineer come in. We've had the architect come in, and we are currently waiting for the architect in the next week or so to provide the materials that we need to continue to obtain the permit or request the permit.
All right, so you provided all that proof to Ms. Flores?
We have that. Yeah, and I have photos of the bursted pipe as well.
Okay, perfect. When did you apply for that permit?
We're in the process, I'm sorry, this is my construction guy.
I'm the general contractor, Shannon Swank,
Oh, thank you.
Swank General Contractors. We started the process. Obviously, she did have mold damage. She did have a ruptured sewage line.
Yeah, but did you apply for the?
No. So I called code enforcement right after this incident occurred. They said I should have applied for an emergency permit that I was not aware of. That was on me, that was my mistake. So that's what we're doing now. We're trying to.
Okay, so you're in the
become
process.
Compliance now.
When are you going to go and apply for the permits?
So we're right now in the engineering phase because she decided to do a few more alterations while she's going to go ahead and do this, this step. So we have preliminary plans, but I'm going to need more time. We're going to need at least 90 days.
Okay.
I mean, it may be sooner, but.
I also want you to provide this information to Ms. Flores so that
Yes,
she's
and
updated on everything.
And also the commercial vehicles were my vehicles, so it's not something that she's storing on the property.
Okay, well, they still took, what, Ms. Flores, with the commercial?
Yeah, they were his, but they were on her property, and I did note and say that that was since complied.
They're not my vehicles, we're not
yeah.
housing vehicles.
Yeah, she stated that's been complied, so that's fine. We're
okay.
talking now about everything else. Okay. All right, so you already understand, apply, communicate with the code enforcer. I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60333. I'll go ahead and do that 90 days to come into compliance, and today is just an $80 administration fee, okay? Thank you.
Special Master, if we may, I know that he has a case as well. Since he's up here, can we read off that case?
Okay, let me just.
That would be CE 25060337.
Which item is on that?
Madam Clerk, can you please call this item to order?
It should be under civil citation.
Civil citation. Okay. Okay, so you want to go through that. Okay, that's going to be something different. So I have gone ahead and ruled is on the one that we just did, which was, where did it go? Let me make sure. Where was it on? Oh, so Don Alvarez, that case, that was a 333, right? All right, so we've
Correct.
gone ahead and ruled on that. We are done with that, so we're not talking about that anymore. We are now going on to,
We are going, it should be under item 5, under civil citation.
got it. Okay, I do have it here. Okay. We're going to let her rule first.
14.
Okay. Under civil citations, item number 5, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2506337, Shannon Schwenk.
Citation was issued to Swank General Contractors, Inc., property address is a P.O. Box of 1485. Citation was issued on June 18, 2025 for code section 6-53, contractor working without a permit. Location of the violation is 510 Northwest 20th Street. I took the photographs on June 18, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Yes, approved.
And this is just in reference for the interior work that was renovation by a contractor without a permit.
Okay. So you're now the owner, so you want to go ahead and state now, because we're dealing with this.
I mean, it's primarily the same thing. Obviously, we're going to obtain a permit, but it was an emergency situation. She asked me to come in and take care of the leak, and we are going to obtain a permit.
Okay, so with the leak, you took down the whole wall?
Well, she had water damage from the drywall to the kitchen cabinets, so.
Okay, wait a minute. All right, so this is, but you have not applied for this. This was given on the 18th of June.
Right, but I can apply for a master build, I mean, I'm sorry, I can apply for an emergency plumbing permit at this point, but other than, I'm trying to get the plans approved at this point and submitted to obtain a permit, because I'm gonna need, a set of plans to submit.
So for clarification, this is a one-time fine for being in the act of working without permits as a contractor.
That's fine.
So that's would be, yeah.
It's
So
fine.
at this point in time, it'd be a one-time fine for that, the fine of the citation. And as he's working with the homeowner to obtain the permits, then that would cure the other violation, which is separate from this violation. So one violation is for the contractor and one violation is for the homeowner. I hope that
Yeah,
gives
okay,
clarification.
okay, so the other one was for yourself, now this, okay. So, all right, so this fine still is outstanding, so it's $500, and we still need to go ahead and
That's
collect
fine.
that.
That's fine.
So I'm going to go ahead and rule for this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60337. That $500 violation needs to go ahead and get paid, and an $80 administration fee as well for today. That's it.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item number 9, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0089, Magia Johnson LLC.
The property was cited on May 5th, 2025. Hi. For code section violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 5th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 8th and July 20th, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7, July 9th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 23010113 for the 40 years is in applied status as of January 11th, 2023.
Thank you. Please state your full name and address.
Yes, Diego Artuso, 1642 Northeast First Avenue, Miami, Florida, 33132.
Thank you. And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, yeah, we just need more time. We already hired the contractor and the engineer. We did the first inspection this week, so we just need a couple more days.
If I may, before we proceed, what is your relationship to the company, the LLC?
I work for the management.
So do you have a power of attorney to be
Yes.
speaking on their behalf?
Yes.
Okay, if you could please pass that to the city attorney so he could review.
City Attorney.
It's acceptable.
Thank you. Okay, so you've gone ahead and I see the permits are in, so we just need some more time.
Yes.
When were the permits applied for? How much time?
So for the 40 years, it does take a little bit of time because it has to be with the building department, but it was applied since January 11th, 2023.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50089. I'll go ahead and give you 90 days to come into compliance with just an $80 administration fee today.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Next case, under new business, item 17, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0239, Isabel Santana.
The property was cited on May 21st, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the mini split AC and terrace, and 6-207 and 6-207 and 6-206 for the fence. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 21st, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 22nd, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 20th, May 21st, and July 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Hello.
Hi, good
Hi,
afternoon.
please state your full name and address.
Yes, good afternoon. Isabel Santana.
Could you come a little bit closer?
Isabel Santana, 535 Southwest 11th Avenue, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
Thank you. Do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, I went to the city. Since I don't have that much money, I do all the permits by myself. They were submitted June 17. Terraces are turned down already. The Duracell fence is being turned down. The side, from my side, the one that you see at your left side, the one that is on the other side, even I'm trying to speak with the other owner of the house. I guess they got tenant there, people that they don't want to talk to me, but because that is not, that Duracell fences, everything was there before I buy the house. I really understand that since I bought it, now it's my responsibility. I submit permits for the good fence since June 17. I'm just waiting on.
Ms. Chappelli, did you see those permits?
Those permits are not on the system. If she has a document, she can show me, but I don't see them on the system.
I send it.
No, I'm not saying you didn't. All I'm saying
Please
is
show
that
her.
they're not on the system.
Please show her.
I'm sorry. But
So I do see the application, but there's no permit yet, like a permit number. Maybe the development service is taking a little time, but that's why probably they're not on the system, because she doesn't have a permit number yet. But she does have the application that she submitted.
Okay, thank you.
it was submitted by June. It was submitted since June 17 because it was via email, as everybody does. But I don't know why I don't have the permit yet.
Thank you for applying. I'll go ahead and rule on
But the
this.
other thing that I want to mention is that I took picture, if you want to see, the Duracell fence from this side is already tear down. The terraces, since they've been old, they are tear down already, so I'm trying to comply with everything.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50239. Since you've already applied, but they haven't seen it, so I'm going to give you 90 days to come into compliance and
Thank you, because I even spoke with Mr. Mario. He's the one who have to sign for the fence, the good fence, because I wanted to keep it, just to get
Right.
a little bit of privacy on my
Sure,
house.
just provide everything to Ms. Chappelli, but I'll go ahead and give 90 days to come to compliance with an $80 administration fee today.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Special Master, I'm going to be calling back Mr. Diego Arturo. There's a citation. Under item 1, civil citation, Code Officer Palmer, case number CE 2504-0169, Magia Johnson.
The citation was issued to Magia Johnson, LLC. The violator was cited on July 1st, 2024. Location of the violation was 325 Southwest 6th Street for code section violation 19-51, 23.5-5, 23.5-36, allowing and maintaining an accumulation of garbage, trash, and junk on the property. The citation was mail certified and posted on the property. The citation has not been paid, and the violation was corrected by the City Solid Waste Department. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Thank you.
And Special Master, a previous notice of violation was issued to the property on 4/14/2025.
Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so here we go. Please state your full name.
Yes,
And
Diego
the
Artuso,
address?
1642 Northeast First Avenue, Miami, Florida, 33132.
Okay, thank you. And do you have a testimony for this case?
No, not really. I mean, we are trying to collect the trash. I mean, every day, but sometimes the dumpster is not even full, and we still have trash out of it. So, I mean.
Okay, so there's a violation that is outstanding that needs to be paid.
Yes. We'll pay. Yeah.
And it was supposed to be paid by August 7th. Today is the 7th, and it hasn't been paid. So it's $1,000.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-40169 for the violation of $1,000 that needs to be continued to be paid with an $80 administration fee today.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, under civil citation, item 4, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0265, Asia Wilson.
Citation was issued to Asia Wilson. Property address is 539 Southwest 3rd Terrace. Citation was issued on June 15, 2025 for code section violations 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal. Location of violation 540 Southwest 3rd Terrace. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is not in violation. I took the photographs on June 15, June 16, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Thank you. Yes, approved. Please state your full name and the address.
Hi, my name is Asia Wilson. The address is 539 Southwest 3rd Terrace, Homestead, Florida, 33030.
And do you have a testimony you want to share?
Yes, I do. So I have messages, and I also have the date of location where I was. I actually don't live at this property. This is my boyfriend's house. So he asked me to order a bed for him, and I have the messages and all the stuff. I ordered a bed for him under my name, but I never threw this bed out. I never knew anything about the citation. I wouldn't even do anything like this because I am in law enforcement academy, so I keep a clear record. I don't do anything like this.
But this was given to you back July 24th.
Again, I stated I don't live at this residence.
Was this cleaned up by our city? Okay.
Yes.
So I was just coming in to see if it can get dismissed off my name, and you can put it on someone's name that lives at the house. I have the name that you could put it on, but yeah.
The property of this 539, your name was what came across on here. So in our city went and cleaned it up. So, I mean, if it's not your property, but this was not given to the owner, this was given to you. To yourself.
It was delivered to the property, which I don't stay at, which is what I'm saying. These orders were delivered to the property. I don't live at this residence. I sent a mail to this residence, gifting to a person that lives there. He decided to throw it out with my name on the box without me knowing. So I don't feel that I should pay for this because this is something that I wouldn't do. I'm in like law enforcement school. This is something that I wouldn't do at all. So I can, which I'm saying that I can give you his name, the address. Well, you guys have the address, but I'm not taking a downfall for anybody.
But that's what happens when you have things delivered. I mean, it's your responsibility. You shouldn't have something sent to somebody if there could be a liability if it's not for you.
How would I know that he would throw out a box where it says a big sign that says no dumping? I would know to not dump somewhere that says no dumping.
But that name was your name. It didn't come as that other person. So when that happens, it becomes your responsibility. When you give out your information, when you allow something to be delivered, it's your responsibility. That other person's information was not on there. It should have been ordered and delivered in that person's name. So are people already going on there? So this fine still has to be paid out. So that is what's going to happen. The fine is $500. We're going to continue at the $500. So I'm going to go ahead and rule on that. And this is going to be a learning for you because you can see that when you give out your information and it's not for you, there's a chance that this could happen. If you don't want this to happen, you have to order it in that person's name. Don't involve your information that is yours. So this is your responsibility. It's your name. So, it is what it is. It has to be done. So I'm going to rule on this. And for this, I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60265. Violation of $500. It still needs to be paid with an $80 administration fee. So you can go over there and have payment. Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 18, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050240, Solis Jackson, Stephen R. Rodriguez.
The property was cited on May 21st, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the windows, door, and gazebo. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 21st, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 21st, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 20th, 21st, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, permit number 25070679 for the windows and door is in applied status as of July 30th, 2025, and permit number 25060471 for the gazebo is in applied status as of June 24th, 2025. They just need a little bit more time.
Thank you for that. Okay, please state your full name and address.
Steven Rodriguez, 600 Southwest 11th Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33030.
And do you have a testimony you'd like to share?
Yes. We already submitted the permits to the city. We just need more time, preferably 60 days.
Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to go ahead and do it right. All right, so we'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50240. Go ahead and honor your 60 days to come into compliance with an $80 administration only fee today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next case, under new business, item 10, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050090, Riverwalk Housing LP CO Relate.
The property was cited on May 5th, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 5th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 8th and July 20th, 2025 with posting on July 9th and July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7th, July 9th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 23010116 for the 40 years is in applied status as of January 11, 2023.
Thank you. Okay. Please state your full name and address.
Sure. Andres Suarez. The address is 320 Northeast 18th Avenue, Homestead, Florida 33033.
And you're the owner?
I'm the regional manager. I was asked to come.
Do you have the power of attorney?
No. I was asked by the management company to come. I have a business card. And the ownership from New York requested that I be here as well.
He doesn't have standing, as he's not the owner, he doesn't have power of attorney, so you could proceed with the, so I was assuming notice is proper, you could proceed with the hearing anyways.
We'll go ahead and hear it, but, I mean, we need.
No, that's fine. I mean, what they're requesting, we have, the property is currently under a rehab. The rehab construction company, which is Whitestone, is actually handling all of the requirements for the 30-year certification. And what they've requested is that we have an extension for September 30th. They should be done with all of the impending items that were noted from the company that actually did the Green Street design, that actually did the, that's working on the actual 30-year.
Let me ask my attorney, and is that something that I can't?
Well, okay, so it's a public hearing. You can consider anything he has to say at your discretion. He has no right to testify on anything because he doesn't have any standing. So it's at your discretion whether or not you want to consider it or not. Well, you could also continue it. You could proceed with the matter.
I mean that you're not the owner and you don't have power of attorney. I mean, there's really nothing that we can do anything. You would have to have power of attorney.
Okay.
And then we can rule on it. But right now, there's nothing that I can do. So I think you should, if you're going to be coming, get the power of attorney and come to another hearing.
Okay. I'll let them know.
All right.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Special Master, would you like me to table this case then?
Yeah, because we have no
Okay.
power of attorney. Yes.
Okay. Table.
Now returning to the agenda order for the remaining cases. Item number 2, under civil citation, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2506-0118, Milos Filipovic.
Citation was issued to Milos Filipovic, property address 1511 Northwest 10th Ave. Citation was issued on June 6, 2025 for code section violation 23.5-5, illegal dumping. This is in reference to a tree that was dumped in the rear of the property in the railroad, and 29-61, tree removal without a permit. Location of the violation was Northwest 10th Ave and Northwest 15th Street. I took the photographs on 6/6/2025. The photos fairly and accurately what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, the citation was issued on 6/6/2025, and $500 was paid on June 13, 2025. However, the tree that was dumped was not removed by the homeowner. The city is requesting to ratify the fine amount due to the city abating the violation on behalf of the property owner.
Thank you. Anybody here from Milos Filipovic? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250601118, and that citation of $1,000 to be paid with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, item number 7, under civil citation. Code Officer Flores, case number
You had this
CE.
one tabled, you said from the very beginning. Are you changing that? You said number 7 for Madeline?
No. This is Madeline Caballero.
Yeah. In the very beginning, that was one that you asked to take out as tabled. But if
Oh, I'm
that's not the
sorry.
case, we can change it again. But that was in the very beginning. That's fine, we can go.
251341.
No, ma'am.
Officer Flores. Madeline Caballero, is that table or is it gonna be her?
Can I have the case number? I'm sorry. That
It's,
you have there?
Yeah, CE 25060457.
I have it to be heard.
All right, so let's go.
Citation was issued to Madeline Caballero Moya, property address 446 Northwest 11th Street. Citation was issued on June 27, 2025 for code sections 23.5-5, illegal dumping. This is in reference to 2 Amazon boxes found in a dump pile addressed to Madeline Caballero Moya. Location of the violation is 438 Northwest 11th Street. I took the photographs on June 27, 2025. I think this is the wrong pictures for this case.
Yeah, it says 1900.
I have the pictures here. I took the photographs on June 27, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I have not had contact with the owner in reference to the violation, and the citation remains unpaid. The bulk was complied by the city, and this is a bulk located on city property.
Thank you. Is Madeline Caballero here? Okay. Yep, there's the right address. Her name says it right there. Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and rule on this case. Case number CE 250-60457 for the fine of $1,000 to still be paid with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under civil citation, item number 8, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25060484, Genesis Land Holdings.
Citation was issued to Genesis Land Holdings LLC. Property address is 9101 Southwest 124th Street, Miami, Florida 33176. Citation was issued on June 29, 2025 for code section violation 23.5-6, improper bulk trash disposal. Location of violation 141 Northwest 2nd Street. The citation has not been paid. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photograph on June 29th and June 30th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Is anyone here for Genesis Land Holding? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60484 for $1,000 to still be paid and an $8 administration fee.
Next case, under civil citations, item number 9, Code Officer Palmer, case number CE 25070063, RPG of Homestead LTD.
The citation was issued to Mauricia Jadiman Searles. The violator was cited on July 3rd, 2024. The location of the violation is 1110 East Maury Drive. under Code Section 23.5-5, improper garbage disposal, dumping bulk trash illegally on the city right-of-way. The citation was mail certified, and the property was posted. The citation has not been paid, and the violation was corrected by the Solid Waste Department with the posting date of July 7th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Is anyone here for RPG of Homestead? No? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70063 for the fine of $1,000 to be paid with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under civil citations, item number 10, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2507-0075, Richard H. Colon.
Citation was issued to Richard H. Colon, property address 28450 Southwest 192nd Ave. Citation was issued on July 5th, 2025 for Code Section 23.5-5, illegal dumping. This is in reference to Amazon box found in a dump pile. The location of the violation is the northwest 1900 block of Northwest 9th Ave. I took the photographs on July 5th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, the bulk pile has been complied by the city. The citation remains unpaid.
Thank you. Is there anyone here for Richard H. Colon? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70075 for a $1,000 fine and an $80 administration fee.
Next case under civil citation, item number 12, Code Officer Johnson, case number CE 2507-0274, Myra Parente.
Citation was issued to Maria Parente, property address 4179 Derby Drive, Davie, Florida 4316. Citation was issued on July 12, 2025 for Code Section 29-11, improper landscape maintenance. This is for hat rack in the tree. Location of violation happened at 454 through 458 Northeast 9th Court. I took the photographs on July 12th. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, the owner, they cleaned up the trash. The tree debris is gone, and they also paid the citation. However, this citation is not paid.
Okay, thank you. Is anyone here for Myra Parente? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70274 for $1,000 and an $80 administration fee that needs to be paid.
Next case, under previously heard, item number 1, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0272, Fanny Star Turner Estates homeowners.
This is an affidavit of noncompliance. Property owner is Fanny Star Turner Estates Homeowners Association, Inc. Property address is 805 Turner Circle, Homestead, Florida 33030. The case was heard on 7/3/2025 and were given until 7/10/2025 to comply for Code Sections 13-21-13-32 for litter on property, 19-1-19-6 for public nuisance, 19-92 and 19-95 for maintaining a property overgrown, 29-11 for failing to maintain landscaping in a neat, healthy, and orderly manner. Affidavit of noncompliance was sent certified and regular mail on July 10th and July 20th, 2025, and received proper service. Property was also posted with an affidavit of noncompliance on July 10th and July 21st, 2025. I took the photographs on June 16, June 17, July 10th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. All right, this case here, CE 25060-272, I needed our city attorney to go ahead and respond to this.
What was the question?
This is where they have been, this one is the fence, right?
Okay. Okay. Offense? This is a certification hearing. It already went to a hearing. They were found guilty of the violation. They were given time to comply, and the violation was not corrected within the time period that was provided, based on my understanding from what I've been advised. And now they're here to certify, essentially bring it to your attention that they did not comply within the time period they were given, and to impose the running fine, as per your prior, whichever was the magistrate that heard this, the prior order. You want me to look that up? Let me see if I find that. Okay.
What is it that you need?
If
She's
there's,
looking for the prior order, right?
yeah, and yeah, to how much they have to pay.
Okay.
Special Master, as far as how much they have to pay, you would determine that, but for the last hearing, they were given a week to comply and an $80 admin fee. That was the last hearing they had. But as
Okay.
far as,
Is the case number CE 25060272?
yes.
Yep. Okay. I have a copy of the order.
But it has the same case? Why no? Hold on, okay.
Let me look it up one second.
And this is the same case for the two parallel fences.
So it becomes a daily fine, but also we want an order from you for allow the city to abate the violation.
Okay. So that is, let me clarify. Let me clarify that. I'll read that into the record. Okay.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I had to step out. I was with the city manager's office. In reference to this case, in essence, is going to be abated by the city. So at this point in time,
It's sections that I was going to advise the magistrate of the section dealing with chronic violations. So it's section 7-36B2. The violation has continued to exist, and pursuant to that authority under that section, the city, it's deemed to be what's considered a chronic violation, and it gives the city the authority to abate after they provide notice and the opportunity to finally correct the violation to the property owner. So in relation to the bigger scheme of things, this case already was presented to a magistrate. They were found to be in violation of the subject sections of the code. It continued to be non-compliant, and now it's back to you to certify that the violation continues to exist. You could impose a daily penalty based on the prior adjudication, and the city will then send out notice that basically saying, hey, homeowners, the violation continues to exist. Please correct it no later than such and such date. Otherwise, it will be corrected because it constitutes a chronic violation. It'll be corrected by the city. So, you don't have to worry about that part. That's for purposes of this hearing. You could treat it just like any other certification hearing and just impose a daily fine.
yeah. So in essence, we're just ratifying the original order. In that case, it would ratify the fine and affirm that the violation still exists, and that threshold now would allow the city to move forward with our abatement process. With that being said, once the city removes the fence, that daily fine would also stop as well. And then we would impose the hard cost of the removal as well as the daily accrual that did build up. That's just a little FYI as to the process and why we're bringing it back to get ratified. Correct.
And then that's it, or a continuation saying that the city is going to abate?
You don't have to mention about the city's abatement because that within itself, as ratifying it, we're allowing the city to move forward with our process administratively. The proponent of bringing it now to the magistrate is just ratifying the date of the original order and pretty much allowing for the city to move forward. Does that make sense?
But I can still do the daily fine.
Yes, yes, yes. It would just be a daily fine as of the date of the last order. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm ready to go ahead and rule on case number CE 250607272. This cases still have not come into compliance, so now we are going to go ahead and go back as of August 3rd, 2025, with a daily violation fine of $250 per day with an $80 administration fee today.
Next case, under new business, Code Officer Morataya, item number 3, case number CE 25050015, Sheila Josefina Midens Lavadi.
Property was cited May 2nd, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work, terrace in the rear. A notice of violations and summons to appear were mailed via certified mail and posted on May 2nd, 2025. Compliance has not been met, therefore the property is set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation. I took the photographs May 1st, 2025. There's a permit on file, permit number 25060421. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept these photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Can you repeat the case number again? And what item number?
Yes, under new business, item number 3, case number CE 25050015.
Thank you. Okay, is anyone here for Shayla Josephina? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this case. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50015, 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item number 4, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050079, New Health Community Centers, Inc.
The property was cited on May 5th, 2025 for code sections violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 5th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 8th and July 20th, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7th, July 9th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 24010120 for the 40 years is in applied status as of January 5th, 2024.
Thank you. Is anyone here for New Health Community Centers? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this. For case, I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50079. I have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item number 6, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 250083, Richard T. Auger and John L. Auger, TRS.
The property was cited on May 5th, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 for the 40 years recertification. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 5th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 8th and July 20th, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7th, July 9th, and July 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 25010065 for the 40 years is in applied status as of January 2nd, 2025.
Thank you. Is anyone here for Richard T. Agler? All right. I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50083. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item number 8, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0088, Riverwalk I Housing LP CO related.
The property was cited on May 5th, 2025 for code section violation 6-531 for the 40-year recertification. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 5th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 8th and July 20th, 2025, with posting on July 9th and July 21st, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 7th, July 9th, and July 21st, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 23010110 for the 40 years is in applied status as of January 11th, 2023.
Is anyone here to represent Riverwalk I Housing? LP? All right, I'll go ahead and roll on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50088, 1 week to come into compliance with $80 administration fee.
For which one? The one that didn't have the power of attorney? For the 243? For this case? Yeah, I don't know. I would have to check. I don't know if it's the same person. What was the last case?
090.
Yes, it's the same company.
So let me read that again. So for case number CE 250-50088 is tabled.
Yes.
Next case, under new business, item number 12, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050180, Gisela Monica Marreros Alfonso.
The property was cited on May 15, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the terrace, the slab, and an extended driveway, and 6-206 and 6-207 for both fences, the wood and the aluminum fence. Notice of violation was more regular and certified on May 15, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was more regular and certified on July 22, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 14, 15, and July 22, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master Permit Number 25070062 for the slab is in applied status as of July 2nd, 2025. Permit Number 25070009 to legalize the wood fence removal and replace front gate is in applied status as of July 1st, 2025. Permit Number 25070031 for the extended driveway is in applied status as of July 2nd, 2025.
Thank you. Is anyone here for Gisela Monica Morenos? All right, so we'll go ahead and roll on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50180 to have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item 15, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25050210, RMS Holdings.
The property was cited on May 18th, 2025 for code sections violations 19-1-19-6 for public nuisance. There's a water meter buried under and the water department's unable to do service or maintenance due to the overgrown, 19-95 and 19-92, maintaining a vacant property overgrown, and 13-21-13-32 for litter on property. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 18, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on June 16, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 18, 19, June 15, and June 16, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for RMS Holdings? All right, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50210. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, item 16, under new business, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0215, Jose Bravo, Mercedes Bravo.
The property was cited on May 19, 2025 for code sections violation 19-1-19-6 for public nuisance for the wooden panels attached to the fence and the damaged tarp on fence that it is complied, 19-51, 23.5-5, 23.5-36 for the excessive pile of miscellaneous items and materials on property, for 29-11, failing to maintain landscaping in a neat, healthy, and orderly manner, that's complied, and 30-433 for commercial vehicle store in a residential zone. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 19, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on June 16, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 19, May 20th, June 15, and June 16, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, despite prior notices and inspections, a commercial vehicle remains present on the property and there still continues to be an ongoing accumulation of garbage, trash, junk, or debris, and everything else has been complied.
Thank you. Someone here for Jose Bravo? Okay, so I'll go ahead and rule. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50215 to have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 19, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2505-0251, W Consulting Firm Corp.
The property was cited on May 21st, 2025 for code section violation 6-36, non-permitted work for the mini AC splits. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on May 21st, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 22nd, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on May 20th and July 22nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, as of today, no permits on file.
Thank you. Is anyone here with W Consulting Firm Corp? All right, so I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-50251. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case under new business, item 27, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 2506-0144, Redland Facility.
The property was cited on June 9th, 2025 for code sections violations 19-1-19-6 for public nuisance. The site regularly produces an excessive amount of dust. The water tanker spray is either not being used sufficiently or not at all during critical periods of operation. The property contains multiple potholes. There is also a broken screen fence on the property. The site partially condoned off with traffic cones and ropes, reflecting a lack of proper safety protocols and site management. and 6-197 for the damaged fence. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on June 9th, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on June 29th, 2025, with posting on June 30th, 2025. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 8th, June 9th, and June 30th, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for Redland facility? Okay, so I'll go ahead and invite, I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 2506014. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, item 28 under new business. Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 25060195, Miguel Rodriguez.
The property was cited on June 11, 2025 for code sections violation 19-92 and 19-95 for overgrown grass and weeds, 29-11 failure to maintain the landscaping obstructing the sidewalk, and 30-403G a structure needs to be painted. A notice of violation was mailed, certified mail, and also posted on June 11, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is still in violation, and due to the inspection photograph on June 30, 2025 and July 8, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Magistrate, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for Miguel Rodriguez? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250600195. 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item 29, Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 25060216, Yvette Hernandez.
The property was cited on June 11, 2025 for code section violation 19-3, 19-45, and 19-6, which is 3 limbs too close to the sidewalk, 19-92, and 19-95 for overgrown swale. The notice of violation was mailed, certified mail, and posted on June 12, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the inspection photograph on June 24, 2025 and July 8, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, just a quick note, there's a separate case for fence in disrepair and fence without a permit and vehicles obstructing the sidewalk. But the only case for we heard today is for the overgrown swale and 3 lanes obstructing the sidewalk.
Thank you. Okay. Is Yvette Hernandez here? All right. I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250600216. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item 33, Code Officer Chapelli, case number CE 25060418, TPG AG EHC 3 Len Multi CO Asset.
The property was cited on June 26, 2025 for code sections violations 13-21-13-32 for litter on property and 19-95 and 19-92 for maintaining a vacant property overgrown. Notice of violation was mailed regular and certified on June 26, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Summons to appear was mailed regular and certified on July 13, 2025 with posting. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photographs on June 26 and July 13, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. TPG, AG, anyone here for that? Okay, I'll go ahead and roll this. I do find in violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-60418 to have 1 week to come into compliance with an $80 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item 34, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 25070009, Cristina Flores.
The property was cited on July 2nd, 2025 for code section violation 17-4. It shall be unlawful for any person to damage property belonging to the city. This is in reference to a vehicle usage on city-owned property. Damage grass area on the vacant lot into the homeowner's backyard. 6-36 non-permitted work. This is in reference to the terrace on the south side of the home. A notice of violation was mailed, certified, and posted on July 2nd, 2025. Compliance was not met. Therefore, the property was set for today's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the photograph on July 2nd, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, as of today, the terrace has not been legalized. There's no permits on file. And the damaged area from the vehicle on the grass has not been replaced.
Thank you for that. Okay, is Christina Flores here? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 2507009. 1 week to come into compliance with an $8 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item 35, Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 25070037, The Garden HOA, Inc.
The property was cited on July 2nd, 2025 for code section violations 19-3, 19-4, parentheses 5, and 19-6. Tree limbs too close to the sidewalk, 19-92, and 19-95 for overgrown grass and weeds, and 29-11 landscaping debris, and also the vegetation obstructing the sidewalk. A notice of violation was mailed, certified mail, and posted on July 3rd, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation, and to their inspection photograph on July 15, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved.
Special Master, I haven't got any contact with this property, but I was able to observe that it was partially in compliance for the overgrown grass. There's still other overgrown needs to be mowed, but as far as I observed, the rest remains the same.
Thank you. The Garden HOA, anyone here for that? Okay, I'll go ahead and rule on this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70037. They have 1 week to come into compliance with an $8 administration fee.
Next case, under new business, item 36, Code Officer Flores, case number CE 2507-0062, Germán Ibarra.
Special Master, I would like to table this case due to service reasons.
Okay.
Next case, under new business, item 37, Code Officer Garcia, case number CE 2507-0148, Legacy Promenade South LLC, COAJP.
The property was cited on July 10, 2025 for code section violations 13-21 and 13-92 for littering. Notice of violation was mailed, certified mail, and posted on July 11, 2025. Compliance was not met, therefore the property was set for tonight's hearing. Currently, the property is in violation. I took the reinspection photograph on July 22, 2025. The photos fairly and accurately represent what was observed. Special Master, please accept the photos submitted as evidence.
Approved. Anyone here for a legacy promenade? Okay, go ahead and roll this. I do find a violation of City of Homestead for case number CE 250-70148. They have 1 week to come into compliance and an $8 administration fee.
That was our last case. Meeting adjourned at 5:00 p.m.